Hello, friends. Sorry, I was 5 minutes late. Jason left with the key to the shed after I put my stuff in here, and I was like, "Great, now what?" And it's pretty sturdy door, so it's not like I could just break in. Hi guys, I'm Krista Coupons. I make videos about saving money, mostly at Dollar General. Now, today, get you a little snack. We're going to be live, obviously, talking about this. I'm going to read these to you, and then I'm going to give you my opinions. Opinions. And you are also free to express your own. So, I do think this is bad news. I will tell you, and then you can decide for yourself. There's two different things that we're talking about. We're talking about Dollar General being a mess. And then we're also talking about glitches. I don't know which one I want to do first. Probably the glitches one. Let's do glitches first. Now, I have told you guys that I do not read that well. I don't feel like I do anyway. In school, we didn't learn how to sound words out. They did a test with me that I would just memorize things instead of sounding them out. So I don't feel like I read, spell, or pronounce things well. You can be the judge of that if you'd like. But here we go. The articles that I will be reading can be found on Coupons in the News. Again, I would like to remind you, I am not saying these are facts. I'm simply reading the articles from Coupons in the News, and then I'm going to give you my opinion. Okay. Coupons in the News is a good website that I check sort of often, especially if I know we're going to be doing a live stream or something. I do look at it just to see if there's anything related to Dollar General on there. We found a lot of information on Coupons in the News about rebate apps and such that has been very helpful for us over the years. So I do check them quite often. I think that that is a good resource for those of us who penny shop and or coupon or deal shop. So I did read these prior to reading them here on TV, but I might get a little nervous reading. I hate to read every single word, but here we go. So Dollar General settles coupon glitching case. Dollar General has settled a lawsuit brought by a former employee who claimed the retailer was committing coupon fraud on a grand scale by aiding and abetting its own customers. Coupon glitching. Corey McNeely filed a federal lawsuit last year, which we actually talked about this whenever he filed the suit, claiming that Dollar General fired him after he blew the whistle on a $8 million coupon scam. He accused Dollar General staff and managers throughout the company of fraudulently submitting millions of dollars worth of coupons to manufacturers for reimbursement that customers were improperly redeeming. But wait, there's more. McNeely was employed as a director of store operations in Dollar General's Goodlettsville, Tennessee headquarters. Among his duties were managing data and investigating criminal wrongdoing within the company. In August 2014, he said he became aware that Dollar General was submitting fraudulent coupons at an increasing rate. Please give the video a thumbs up. We got almost 2,000 of you here. Thumbs up helps the video. Dollar General associates in hundreds and various locations were accepting coupons incorrectly. He claimed in many cases his lawsuit alleged, so he filed a lawsuit, staffers enabled so-called glitching by accepting this is not my, by the way, let me stop right there. This is not my definition of glitching, but it's there, so hear me out. In many cases, his lawsuit alleged staffers enabled so-called glitching by accepting high-value coupons for specific products that the register would accept on lower-priced items for which the coupon was not intended for. For example, the lawsuit explained a $10 product coupon can be applied to a $1 trial size of a similar product, even if the terms printed on the coupon forbid it. In other cases, McNeely said, multiple coupons were redeemed in the same transaction in violation of redemption terms. And in other cases, cashiers or managers would allegedly override coupons that were not accepted and allowed them to be used on products that the store did not even carry. Isn't that crazy? There's more. And when he brought this to his manager's attention, so he was the director of operations, but he brought it to whoever was over him's attention. McNeely said nothing was done. In September 2014, McNeely said Dollar General was submitting as much as, or even more than, $8 million worth of fraudulent coupons back to vendors and getting improperly reimbursed for these coupons. His superior dismissed his concerns, though, because submitting coupons in this way was in the company's benefit. McNeely said he later brought up some other non-coupon related concerns. By that time, he said his bosses had had enough. In November 2014, his lawsuit states that human resources employees confronted him with allegations that he submitted fraudulent expense reports and he had had an inappropriate relationship with a coworker, both of which he denied. And then he was fired. McNeely's lawsuit sought reimbursement for lost wages as well as substantial damages, claiming that the reason for his dismissal was his complaints of illegal conduct taken by Dollar General. But Dollar General denied it. Customers are expected to use coupons according to the terms set forth on the coupon. The company insisted. In its response to McNeely's lawsuit, Dollar General denies engaging in or condoning any fraud in connection with its acceptance and handling of coupons, the company said. We're almost done, guys. Maintaining that McNeely was terminated for violation of company policy based on the belief that he was involved in a romantic relationship with a subordinate employee under his direct supervision. The two sides settled their dispute out of court. We know what that means, don't we? Cha-ching! And jointly agreed to dismiss the case this week. Terms of the settlement were not disclosed. I bet they weren't. And neither side responded to requests for comment. But McNeely did not retract his allegations. Nor did Dollar General admit any wrongdoing. So we may never know whether Dollar General was or is getting millions of dollars in extra cash by submitting coupons to manufacturers for products it never sold. And if so, whether staffers were doing so ignorantly or maliciously. I think that's a very important word in this article or statement. Whether staffers were doing so ignorantly or maliciously. But whether they held responsible, admit wrongdoing or not, coupon glitchers will no doubt continue to see what they can get away with when it comes to using coupons on products for which they are not intended. And if other case like this one comes along, it may be the retailer that accepts their coupons who ends up paying the price. Now, the next article, I believe, has to do and affects penny shoppers. So what do you guys think about that? Now, all stores do this. I agree that, all stores are somewhat responsible for, in my opinion, at least, responsible for their managers and store employees accepting coupons for products that they don't have or overriding coupons. I do know from my experience, because I know people who misuse coupons, that typically, at least at my Dollar General, they do not push coupons through that do not scan. Usually the rule kind of is, if it scans, we take it. Which there's a lot of fraud even with that, because we know if you get a chapstick coupon, sometimes if that chapstick is made by a company, that it may work on, something else like, I don't know, dishwashing liquid or something, and that's how people get overage or misuse coupons. But in my opinion, I don't know how this relates to glitches or why we think that that is a glitch. If the managers are knowingly pushing through these coupons that are not for those products, that's not a glitch. That's human error, right? What does that have to do with glitches? In my opinion, at least, glitches are, when, like, for example, the gift cards that we got a few years back that were a really crazy deal, where you could buy a lot of gift cards and only pay like $5, and it didn't matter if you had $300 worth of gift cards or $100 worth of gift cards. It was the same amount of money at the register. To me, that is a glitch. A glitch is some kind of malfunction in their system, usually that benefits us, and sometimes it doesn't benefit us. So I find it interesting that they call that glitches, because that is not my definition of a glitch by any means. You'll have to let me know what you think about that. Now I'll read this very small article that is about, that I think affects penny shoppers, and really is the reason I made this video. But I do want to talk to you a little bit more about misusing coupons, because this recently was brought to my attention, kind of from a friend of mine. And well, not kind of, she is my friend, but it was brought to my attention, and we talked about it. So I'll talk to you about that here in a minute. I'll read you this article. Dollar General promises to clean up his act. It's act, not his. It's not him. I'm not going to even try to attempt to say this lady's last name, by the way. I don't know the way to say it. Rebecca somebody argued that Dollar General was violating the Americans with Disabilities Act with accessibility barriers, including fixed pillars in the middle of the shopping aisles, stocking carts positioned so that they narrow the aisles and pathways, and merchandise displays positioned so that they block the aisles, basically, is what it says. It was a hard sentence to read, okay? She said that she and her mother used to visit the store every week. She visited the store every week? That's interesting, huh? Anyway, they visited the store every week, but she gave up after several frustrating shopping trips, and eventually just waited in the car while her mother shopped alone. Soon, several other shoppers in the same situation filed similar suits, which were later combined into one class action lawsuit. And now Dollar General has agreed to make some changes in order to meet the plaintiff's demands. Under the terms of the proposed settlement described in court last week, Dollar General does not admit to any wrongdoing. Are we seeing a pattern? Do you guys hear it sounds like ice hitting my building? But it hasn't agreed to ensure the placement of merchandise, shopping cart, boxes, and other non-fixed items do not impede accessibility inside or outside its stores. It will ensure that all managers undergo training and compliance with ADA requirements, and it will provide a toll-free telephone number for shoppers to report any accessibility issues. Excuse me. And each plaintiff will receive $1,000 for their troubles, while their attorneys will receive $380,000 in fees and costs. The attorneys will have to earn that payday, however, by taking a little road trip from time to time. The agreement allows them to conduct a surprise inspection of up to 3% of all defendant stores for a total of 480 stores to ensure compliance. Dollar General rival Family Dollar, meanwhile, has found itself in the same situation. The same law firm representing Rebecca has filed a number of lawsuits against Family Dollar, accusing it of similar ADA violations. One suit claimed that the dollar store chain had a reputation for messy, cluttered aisles that were difficult to navigate, yet the defendant has done nothing to remedy the problem. The dispute is still ongoing, but Dollar General at least has agreed to tidy up. So if you find unpacked boxes, displays, or abandoned shopping carts blocking your path the next time you go to Dollar General, they might actually appreciate if you bring it to their attention before the lawyers do. Now, I find this very interesting that just the other day, like 2 days ago, literally, someone had posted in our remodel/NCI Facebook group that they went to a remodel and Dollar General employees had literally blocked the aisles off with those big U-boats or whatever they're called. Basically those rolltainers or rolling carts that they stack those boxes in that they're putting out on the shelves. And they had block the aisles in an attempt to keep people from going down those aisles to find penny items. Now, I do want to make this clear. This is an American with Disabilities Act, so it is the law. I am not saying that we should not speak up by any means. Okay, that is not what I'm saying here. I want to make that very clear because I do believe personally that if you are in a wheelchair or you have some type of disability, that you should have the right to shop like the rest of us do. So that's not what I'm saying. But we know as penny shoppers that stores that are messy, particularly Dollar General stores that are messy, we are much more likely to find penny items and clearance items in those stores because they're a mess. And the Dollar General employees, other Dollar General customers can't find those items as easily. So if you're an experienced penny shopper and you see a store that is a hot mess, you're like, ah, or at least I am. When I go in the door, I see a store clean. I'm like, let's go to another one, not this one. And I'll find one that is a mess, which is, in my opinion, quite easy to do because they are saying that Family Dollar, I believe, I think it was intended that Family Dollar has a reputation of being messy. But in my opinion, Dollar General has a reputation of being messy, right? I've seen whole YouTube videos made about it. And I'm told that a lot of the reason I'm not allowed to film in stores because they don't want that evidence getting out to that many of you. That's what I'm told. I don't know if it's true. Again, these are, I'm just telling you based on what I read on coupons in the news. I printed it out. And then my opinion, that's all I have. So I think that it does affect us penny shoppers if Dollar General is told to clean up its stores, and that that's definitely going to have negative effect on us. I think one of the reasons that we're able to find so many penny items, again, in my opinion, is that the Dollar General employees, just from what I've seen and heard and been told, are not trained that well. And they're also, from what I'm told, not really trained on accepting coupons either. So, I mean, I think that goes for both cases here. It works to our advantage that they don't seem to be trained. In fact, if you guys have ever seen the policy, I made a whole video about it. It's something about a fake penny policy. if you've ever seen that video that I've made about the fake penny policy, it's from a training video that Dollar General used like 10 years ago that they're still using. And the people are watching this training video that says 1 penny item per shopper, but that's not actually the policy. It was updated, I believe, in 2014, ironically, that if we find penny items on the sales floor, we can purchase them. And a lot of people who work at the store have printed that policy out. We've even heard, it's been alleged at least, that some Dollar General stores have a fake 1-800 number that you can call for complaints. So you don't call the real number to complain. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. That's what I'm told, that there is a group of stores that have a fake 1-800 number. That wouldn't be hard to do. It is easy to get a 1-800 number from my experience. So I don't know. That's pretty wild. But I did want to let you guys kind of know these situations, because I do think it's bad news for us. We talked about this yesterday. I don't know if you guys follow my other channel. I made a little chit chat video yesterday where we just kind of sat and chatted. And we chatted about, I forgot where I was going with that. Holy shit. But we chatted about the Dollar General employees, and in my way, I get it myself. Couponing with Christy says if it's in her way, she gets it herself, as do I. Just the other day when I was at Dollar General, I had to move one of those big carts because I was clearance shopping, and the As Seen on TV section had one of those, what are they called? U-boats or rolltainers or whatever it is called, literally in front of the As Seen on TV section. Now, is this because we know As Seen on TV penny? I don't know, but I literally had to move it out of the way myself. I acknowledge that if someone was in a wheelchair, they wouldn't be able to do that. So they don't have the same shopping opportunity as I do. And I do think that's sad, and that Dollar General should fix that. I definitely do believe that. Cage. Yeah, it is kind of like a cage. U-bolt and rolltainers. Thank you, Billy. Too much of a coincidence? Maybe. Let me tell you a little fun fact. Somebody, as you guys may or may not know, apparently there is a Facebook group for Dollar General employees. There's actually several of them. When I posted the video, the last video that I posted, penny items managers don't know about at Dollar General, or the title was something to that effect. Somebody had shared my video in that group. Like we know now, ha ha ha. You guys still got the information first. You're welcome. And I was reading the comments today. Somebody screenshot it and sent it to me. Thanks to that person, which somebody had screenshot it and sent it to me before, but I appreciate when you guys do that. But anyway, it was Dollar General store employees chatting about my video. And they were asking, like, how did they know before we know, and stuff like that. Well, first of all, someone commented, let me just go ahead and address this. Someone commented that Dollar General managers are on my payroll, and that's actually not at all how we know. And again, they're saying that, how does she know before we know? Well, a manager didn't tell me because the managers didn't know, right? It's just there's a bunch of different ways that we find surprise penny items. One of my personal friends asked me recently, how do you find surprise penny items? And I was like, that is just too much for me to tell you in one message. It's a lot. It's a lot of work. But for me, this is a job. And so it's worth it for me to look into those things if you guys are able to go get them for a penny, or even if it's not a penny item and it's just a clearance item. I know a lot of you were very concerned, especially in the members only group, when I told you that there was a Dollar General Facebook for Dollar General store managers and employees. A lot of you were worried about that, but I do want to reiterate that don't worry about that. It's okay. I mean, even in the comments of this post, they are literally discussing how does she know before we know. And I think that will continue to happen because whether it's penny items or just clearance items, we typically are able to find things that are not given to the managers. you would think that that would have gotten better over the years and that Dollar General would improve that over the years, but it seems as though that is not the case. And I do also want to say, thank you guys. I see the comments about my hair. I appreciate it. I do want to say, you guys, if you do go into a Dollar General, whether you're penny shopping, couponing, glitch shopping, no matter what you're doing, whether it's Dollar General or any other store, please keep in mind that there are people who want to shop that are in a wheelchair or maybe on a cane or something like that. And they deserve the right to shop just as anybody else. And also, we know just from knowing Dollar General employees and talking to them, in my opinion, at least, I don't want to get sad. In my opinion, they don't seem to make a ton of money, right? And so we don't want to go in and ever cause problems or make a mess or anything like that. Please. Don't do that. Don't throw stuff in the middle of the aisle. What if the lady shopping behind you is on a cane and slips on that and falls? Like we got to be very conscious of other people, as well as the Dollar General employees, even if they're not nice. We've discussed this a gazillion times. Sometimes they're not nice because of what they've been told, and if you worked at Dollar General, you would believe those things too, probably. So let's be nice and not make a mess and consider other shoppers as well as the Dollar General employees, even when they're not nice. Target is easier to shop. Yeah. Can you show your shirt? It's Nirvana. Yes, I got it from Target. Always clean up and help out. It is so easy when you're scanning items, especially if you know you're going to be going through a whole aisle, to kind of straighten up as you go. I've personally stayed in store after other penny shoppers have left and helped my Dollar General stores kind of straighten up the store. I'm not saying that you have to go out of your way even to do that, but if you can straighten up while you're there, that is most helpful. And not only that, I've straight up asked some Dollar General employees and other store employees why they hate penny shoppers and or couponers. And a lot of them say because they're very rude, they make a mess, those types of things. Denise says, I am a lady on a cane and have a disability, and sometimes I have to clean up the aisle before I'm able to shop because stuff is all over the floor. Yeah, that's why I try to remember to say, please don't make a mess and don't throw stuff out in the middle of the aisles and stuff like that. We just never know. But recently, one of my friends had asked me, let's get back to the coupon and glitching. One of my friends have asked me, like, hey, do the manufacturers get reimbursed if I misuse a coupon? And the answer is, I've no clue. It seems, though, I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't, but it seems definitely in reading this article from what they say that they are in fact getting reimbursed if people misuse coupons. So I also want to bring up that from what I have seen, and I'm not in any way, shape, or form encouraging you guys to misuse coupons, because the truth is you can not misuse coupons and you can get things for a penny, you can get things free, you can get things really inexpensively, following the rules and being ethical, if you will. So I'm not encouraging you guys to misuse coupons in any way. I go out of my way to make sure if I do post a coupon deal, which we don't do that as often here on my channel as we did before. There's a reason for that. But I go out of my way to make sure that the coupon deals that we do are legit, or that it's a digital coupon, because we don't really control what digital coupons come off at the register. We can control using a paper coupon for hair dye when the coupon says it's for dish detergent, right? We can not do that, right? But from what I've been told and what I understand is, and what I've researched on my own, the people that we've seen get arrested and get in trouble for misusing coupons are people who either A, made the coupon altogether, like from home themselves, or altered a coupon. I have at this point not seen anyone get arrested for misusing a paper coupon. I don't know if you can. I don't know. It's my understanding that the manufacturer would have to sue you civilly, like in civil court, if they thought you were misusing coupons. Now, again, I'm not a lawyer. I can't give you legal advice. But it's my understanding that that's the way it worked. And I have looked up a lot. Can you get in trouble for misusing a coupon? And I can't really find any information on it. The only website that really addresses it is the CIC, which in my opinion only gives their opinions. So it's not facts, in my opinion, from what I've read. Now, I haven't been to that website in a few months. I have personally emailed the people at that website and spoke with them about this, actually, because I wanted to know, like, this website is the man who runs it is a watchdog, he says, for people who misuse coupons. And so I emailed them and asked them, kind of, these seem to just be your opinions. Where can I find information of what you can actually get in trouble for? Because I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to, I want to see what the laws are. And they didn't answer me very directly. So I don't know if they know. I think really maybe what they do is just kind of look out for coupon rinks, or whatever they're called, rings, and kind of tip off the FBI or whoever if people are making fake coupons and stuff like that. But I do want to say I've also seen people get in trouble for copying coupons, like internet printable coupons, and altering them or just making them on their own. And that's all I've seen. We've talked recently about other people here on YouTube making videos intentionally misusing paper coupons, and I'm not excited to see. I don't want anybody to ever get in trouble. I don't wish anybody to get a lawsuit or to be arrested ever, whether they're my friends or not, my enemies. I don't wish that on anyone. But I am curious how that's going to play out, and if they will continue to do that as their channels grow, because there's several of them that I'm told that I've watched to see kind of what they're doing, and they're telling people to misuse coupons. Now, a lot of people get really upset about that because they think it then changes the rules for everyone else. Kind of my thoughts on that is coupons are essentially currency, right? They're just like money. And as long as there's money, people are going to misuse it. They're going to try to get more. They're going to try to embezzle money or whatever. Some people, not everybody, obviously. But I think that's going to continue to happen because coupons are essentially just like money. Now, I did make a video because, was it coupons.com? I believe it was coupons.com come out and said that by 2022, that we won't be using any more paper coupons. So I made a video about that, and the consensus kind of was, that's very far away. And I was like, are you guys crazy? It's not that far away, but it does seem that we are going to switch over to where we're mostly using digital coupons and rebates at some point. But we know that those coupons glitch as well, and it's possible to use, a $5 coupon on something in the trial size area. Sometimes it just is. So I don't know. Fake coupons are ruining it for everyone. Look, when I first started using coupons, that was my stance too. I'm going to be honest with you. I really felt like you fuckers are ruining it for all of us. But over time, I come to the realization that it's just like money. It's just like currency. People are always going to misuse coupons just because it kind of is just like money. And I think that the manufacturers and or the stores take that and know that that's bound to happen. It's bound to happen. I think the only thing that we can do, especially if we feel like people who misuse coupons are ruining it for all of us, is show people that you can penny shop coupon, do things, the right way and still get things for free or really inexpensively. But I do, again, have a friend who misuses coupons. So do I think she's an awful scum of the earth? I don't. I think that she's just trying to get as much money as possible, just like a lot of people do. In fact, I would dare to say that this person isn't a bad person. I don't think she is at all. Recap, please. Coupons in the News, a website that posts about, well, I want to read this one, about coupon stuff, basically, or dill stuff. Posted 2 articles recently about Dollar General getting sued due to it being messy, and also Dollar General getting sued because the manager of operations, I believe his title was, says that Dollar General is aiding and abetting its customers in $8 million worth of coupon fraud a year or something like that. And I do think that that will affect at least penny shoppers as far as the stores being messy. We will just have to wait and see. I don't think that if you are a able-bodied person, this was what I was going to say earlier, which is why I gave my little disclaimer that, I'm not saying, obviously American Disability Act is a law, so I'm not saying that we should go against the law or anything like that, but maybe if your store is messy, you shouldn't complain about it. Just keep it to yourself. Let's read this comment. Jennifer says, I hate when certain YouTubers misuse proper coupons and say it's a glitch. Like, no, it's not a glitch to use Bella coupon on Fancy Feast, period. I agree with that. Oh, that's what it was that I forgot I was saying earlier. There is a certain person who posts YouTube videos. Please do not take this as me throwing shade at this person, okay? It's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just a very blunt person. It's who I am deep down. It's who I am in real life. I just say things as they are. I'm not throwing shade at this person. I'm not saying anything bad, but I am a little annoyed that they post a weekly glitch video of the digital coupons that attach to items. And they don't even seem to be items that the coupon shouldn't be attaching to. Now, I said in my video yesterday, I'm not the queen. I do not get to make the rules, although I disagree. But it's a little annoying. And also making videos or even making blog posts or Instagram posts or Facebook posts saying that it's a glitch to use a hair dye coupon on dish soap is misleading. So I agree with you, Jennifer. It's annoying to me too, but I don't know what we could do about it. Nothing really. No, that's actually not who I'm talking about. I've seen somebody ask specifically a name. That's not who it was, I don't think. I watched a few of this person's videos just the other day, and it was fresh in my mind yesterday, which is why I brought it up. People are allowed to say whatever they want, and I'll be honest here. If I put glitch in the title of a video, you guys are quick to click that video, okay? It's one of those words that I know I can use that is clickbaity to get views. So surprise pennies used to be one of those words too. Not so much anymore. And the reason I think it's not so much anymore is because people throw that word around so much that people will say things are surprise pennies that are not surprise pennies. They were on a list just to get clicks, just to get views, just to get followers, whatever the reason might be. And it kind of ruins it for when it's real. So you guys know. So I'm not able to use those things in titles so you guys know what's going on as quickly now as I was before. It probably is a few YouTubers. It's probably not just one, I'm sure. If you guys don't know, I try not to watch other videos. I think that subconsciously, especially in the penny shopping and couponing community, I think what happens is people copy off each other. And nobody wins from that. Some people intentionally copy, right? We have somebody doing that to my channel literally right now. But some people do it kind of subconsciously. Like if you watch a coupon video, and then I think that's how I need to make my video. And then we all kind of start doing the same thing. So I intentionally try not to watch other people's videos just so I can remain to be like original and post my own content or things that I think my viewers will be interested in. And I'm not basing that on what other people post. I found when I stopped watching coupon videos and penny shopping videos, I got more views. So I try not to watch them, but I do occasionally, if it's something that, you know, like that somebody told me that this person was posting glitches and calling it a glitch when it was not in fact a glitch at all. So those I watched. Welcome to the membership. I do not know how to say your name. It's this Revlon hair tool that I got, actually, you guys. It's amazing. I almost brought it up here and showed you guys. I should. I'll share it with you one of these days. And everybody always says how much they love this shirt when I wear it. So I had a $5 coupon for Mucinex, and the clerk said I could not use it because it was supposed to be 50 cents. It was during the clearance last weekend. For the pills, not the liquid. I've had cashiers accuse me of fraud in a line full of people when I, in fact, was not committing fraud. I specifically at CVS, I was using printable coupons, and the lady said, "Oh, this is fraud. You're using printable coupons that have the same code. They can't have the same code." Well, there's two different numbers on printable coupons, or there used to be. I haven't looked this up for a long time, but at the time at least, there's two different codes on coupons, on printable coupons. One of the code is always the same if it's for the same product. The other code is always different because it's the number of the coupon, like the identifying number for that coupon. And so she was looking at the wrong code and accused me of fraud in a line full of people. I was so embarrassed. And I don't get embarrassed easily, but you're accusing me of fraud in a line full of people? Really? So then the manager comes over and tells her that she's wrong and I was right. And I got to buy whatever, but they never like apologized to me or anything. They just accused me of fraud. So yeah, there's that. Yeah, and copying people, you guys will see that, especially, and I always say this, you guys, not just my videos, but if you see someone blatantly copying what somebody else does or their videos, do not watch and support them. Do not thumbs down the video even, because that helps them. This is a lot of work. I have spent every day of my life for the last couple of years working on finding you guys deals and blah, 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 blah. Even if you think it looks easy, even if I'm going live and chatting with you and it looks easy, there's so much that goes on behind the scenes that you don't see. So please don't support those people who are blatantly copying off others. Please don't. Whether it be the penny list, couponing, or whatever, it's not right and it's not fair. And it tells you a lot about that person, I think. Right? Does it not? I think so. A manager at Dollar General accused me of fake coupons because it was printed and not from the newspaper. Yeah, and that can be so embarrassing, you know? Couponing with Christy, welcome to the membership. You should do a behind the scenes video. I should. I don't know if it would be incredibly boring, but I should. There's no way I'd be able to operate if it wasn't for the moderators and the people who help me, especially on Facebook. So I'm so grateful for them. And a lot of you guys help out as well. And I'm so grateful for that. Yep, I don't comment or click thumbs up or thumbs down. Yeah, don't ever do that because you're just helping them. Are super nice and go out of their way. Yes, and I feel like Dollar General, especially sometimes when I make videos, I'm guilty of this, of saying that cashiers and managers are not nice or they were rude or whatever. And sometimes I do forget to say that there are people who work at Dollar General and every other store who are super nice and helpful and work really hard. Like this new manager that we got, for the NCI store, she works so hard. Every time I go in there, she's like working her butt off. And I kind of hate that. But it's good for couponing, so I coupon at that store and penny shop at the messy stores. And usually it's the messy stores that maybe aren't so nice, at least in my experience. I share with my cashier, Amy says. I've had some cashiers tell me, is it acting weird, you guys? I've had some I've had cashiers tell me that they can't take items that like I can't give them anything. Especially recently I've had that happen. So Catherine says she never realized how much the mods do until she become one. Yeah, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. You sound muffled. Oh, okay. I don't know why. Well, I guess that's really it anyway. I wanted to see what you guys had as an opinion. Again, I do think especially it affects us penny shoppers if Dollar General is going to, quote, clean up their act. Is that what it said? Yep. Dollar General promises to clean up its act. I definitely think that affects us. Not trying to make you guys scared by any means or be clickbaity in any way, but I do believe that we are in for something happening at Dollar General regarding penny items. I can just see so many things changing. I could create a huge list of things that I've seen change here in the last little bit. So I hope that doesn't happen, but it does appear that way to me. And I know that's how a lot of you make a living. So I want you to consider if that did happen, what you would do. The mic is good now. I hope so. I don't know what's going on with it, you guys. I bought that new mic and lost it. I paid so much money for it. It's got to be around here somewhere. I'm going to look in here today and see if I can find it. Do I think the Ickrich Bologna will penny bologna? Um, yeah, I think those are going to penny. I have a list that I'm watching for you guys. I will keep you updated and let you know. If you, oh, let me read this. If you give employees items, you have to give us a receipt as well as so they can prove that it's paid for. Thanks for letting us know that. I've always given them a receipt. I think that some employees are afraid to take things that are penny items because they're not allowed to buy penny items. And so I'm afraid that they will, I think they're afraid that they will get accused then of buying penny items or leaving things out on the shelf for us to find purposefully. I do believe that's why Dollar General has it in their policy that Dollar General employees can't like check out their friends and family. Or their family, at least I think it says in their policy or something like that. You literally say that every year? No, I fucking don't. In fact, when other people have said that, I've made videos saying that I don't believe that was true at all. So put that in your pipe and smoke it, honey. I've never said that until the video that I made a few months ago. I always ask, do they need a receipt? Yeah, definitely be sure to do that if she says that's the case. We don't want anybody to get in trouble. I give my cashiers or penny items we love gift, but always have to have receipts. All right. A worker in someone else's area. Oh, where'd that go? A worker in someone else's vlog said they are required to ring pennies up 10 cents when they buy them. Oh, interesting. So they show as clearance, not penny items. I that's not at least in the actual policy. It might be for those stores. Like the district manager or something may have told them that, but I've never read that in a policy. All of my Dollar General stores have recently remodeled, and I have not been able to find a penny item since. It's the same with inventory, you guys. Sometimes when they do inventory, it will be either really bad for us or okay for us. Um, you just have to kind of go through your store and find out. But hang in there. Things eventually have to penny. Just drop the item and tell her to pick it up when I'm gone. Yesterday, the manager was ringing up every other penny item. Is the scanner working yet? No. I seen someone say today that it was fixed, and then she come back and said, nope, never mind. That's how mine did. It was fixed for like 10 minutes, and then nada. So I think that that's good news, and it shows us that they are trying to fix it, but it's just not fixed yet. The scanner was back to saying a penny, someone says. You don't have to block the girl who said I say that every year. I don't care. I don't usually block people unless they're attacking other people. I don't care if they say things to me. I'm a big girl. And a comment helps the video, so uh good night, you guys. Yes, Rebecca says the hot dog chili rank showed a penny in the app for her today. I'll try it with mine today. I haven't tried it all today. But I thought that that was good news that at least they were trying to fix it. So we'll see. Will self checkout ever ring up a penny or coupons? I actually done self checkout with penny items before, and they cost more at self checkout than they did at the regular register. So I don't know. Surely. It's actually a problem for stores when I mean, this is a little different because Dollar General says if the app's price is not the correct price, the price it rings up at the register is the correct price. But I would imagine that eventually there'll be some problems with that legally because I do know that in some states, Dollar General was sued for items in the store that were the shelf price would be like $3, and then you would get up to the register and it would ring up $5. And that's a problem apparently legally because they got sued in some states for that. So I would imagine that eventually the app would be the same problem. I don't know. Yes, please clean up. Aw, I love her as well. All right, guys. I hope this video was somewhat helpful for you. I do like to keep you guys aware of what's going on. Happy birthday! I do think that this may permit a problem for us. You can read these articles on coupons in the news if you'd like. I linked them in the description box in case you wanted to check it out. I was curious about what your opinions were. I think it's going to be okay, at least for the next little bit. But I am scared that something is changing because, you know, a lot of people were like, it seems that Dollar General, like recently they even hired a new, what this person was, director of store operations. Like everybody who decides basically what merchandise is in the stores was rehired, not rehired, but they hired new people who did all that. So that's concerning to me. You guys have a good day and let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns, complaints, compliments, or any of that. Sorry the mic was acting wonky. And go follow me on TikTok. I'm Chrissy Coupons.